Sometimes, when couples wait for children for many years, difficult conversations begin entering the marriage that they never imagined discussing before. One of those conversations is sperm donation, and for many couples, this topic is far more emotional than people on the outside may realize. Because while some may view it simply as a medical solution, others experience it as a deeply emotional, psychological, relational, and identity-based struggle inside marriage. This is why sperm donation can never be discussed lightly inside a relationship. Because for many husbands, the conversation immediately touches something deeply personal: identity. Some men silently begin asking themselves, if another man's sperm is used, what does that make me? And even if those words are never spoken out loud, the emotional weight behind the question can be extremely heavy. For some husbands, it feels like losing a part of themselves emotionally. Not because they do not want children, but because masculinity, fatherhood, identity, pride, and emotional connection become deeply intertwined inside the mind. This is one of the reasons some men struggle emotionally with the idea, even when they genuinely love their wives deeply. Because emotional pain is not always logical. Sometimes it is deeply connected to identity, culture, upbringing, personal beliefs, emotional security, and the meaning people attach to fatherhood itself. And sadly, many husbands suffer silently during these conversations because they fear appearing weak, insecure, or emotionally broken. At the same time, wives may also be carrying their own emotional burden privately. Some women may feel emotionally torn between wanting to become mothers, protecting the emotional peace of the marriage, supporting their husbands emotionally, and trying to make difficult decisions under emotional pressure. And for some wives, the emotional conflict can become deeply painful because they may begin asking themselves, am I selfish for wanting this? Will this emotionally damage my husband? Will our marriage still feel emotionally healthy afterward? This is why sperm donation is not only a medical conversation, it is also a relationship conversation, an emotional conversation, a trust conversation, and sometimes a spiritual or cultural conversation depending on the couple. Because every marriage processes difficult decisions differently. Some couples may agree peacefully. Others may struggle emotionally for years over the idea itself. And if couples are not emotionally honest during these discussions, silent resentment can quietly begin growing inside the relationship. This is why trust and agreement become extremely important. No partner should feel emotionally forced into life-changing decisions they are not emotionally at peace with. Because decisions made under pressure sometimes create emotional wounds that appear much later in the marriage. And sadly, many couples only begin understanding the emotional weight of certain decisions after time has already passed. This is where long-term emotional implications become important to discuss honestly. Questions like, will both partners truly feel emotionally comfortable afterward? Will hidden resentment appear later? Will trust remain emotionally strong? Will both partners genuinely feel emotionally connected to the decision together? Because unresolved emotional conflict has a way of resurfacing later in relationships. This is why emotional maturity matters deeply during conversations like this. Not emotional manipulation, not pressure, not shame, but honest communication, patience, understanding, and emotional safety for both husband and wife. Because difficult seasons test more than hope for children. They also test emotional unity, trust, communication, emotional security, and the strength of the marriage itself. And while every couple may make different decisions based on their beliefs, emotions, values, and circumstances, one thing remains important for every marriage. Both people should feel emotionally seen, emotionally respected, emotionally heard, and emotionally protected during painful conversations. Because some decisions may solve one problem physically, while creating deeper emotional struggles if couples ignore the emotional side completely. This is why emotionally healthy couples take time to communicate deeply before making life-changing decisions. Not rushing from desperation, not acting from fear, but understanding that emotional peace inside the marriage matters too. And to every couple navigating painful and complicated conversations like this, do not lose emotional connection while searching for solutions. Protect trust, Protect communication, protect emotional honesty, and protect the emotional safety of your marriage during difficult seasons. Because sometimes the hardest part of painful decisions is not only the decision itself, but the emotional consequences couples may carry afterward if they stop understanding each other along the way. Marriage Compass 101, Guiding Love with Wisdom.